everyone, I'm Kayla.
And I'm Lauren.
And this is Stitching with My Littlie. Hello, we are back for our part 2 of our whip parade. Well, this is all about me this time. Lauren's had her moment, so this is me.
Yeah.
So last time in part 1 I did 15 of my whips, sort of autumn Halloween related. So today I will be doing some Christmas ones. I actually don't have many winter projects really, it was more Christmas and then like generic projects, so not really a theme to them. So we're going to get going on. I have a few to show you. So yeah, let's go. So I'm going to start off with, I've got things in boxes, so I'm just going to put things back. I have opened as many zips as I can remember, but we will see. So this project is being held in a project bag from
Stitchmania.
Thank you, Lauren. I helped you last time. You helped me this time. From Stitchmania. So this one, I can't show you the inside, really. But it's, yeah, I'm not going to go there. It's all got all my stuff in it. So anyway, it's holding this one. So this is Christmas Rules by Primrose Cottage Stitches. This one is a project that, for some unknown reason, is one of those projects that I made a little mistake on somewhere along the line, which I don't know why, because it couldn't be a more simple project, really. And then to fix it, I ignored it. And then, so something on the border's slightly out, which means the whole thing's going to be out going down. But I don't know, I'm just going with it at the minute. So I started in the middle on the hang your stocking. So it's being done on a 14 count Ada, which is another one from Megan at Coffee Craft Fabric. So it is unknown. And I'm using all the called for threads. I started this one on the 18th of November 2023. And I did work on this last year, so only once, but I did work on it last year. So I do want to get it out a bit more, but I'm hoping that it's not going to be a real issue going all the way down, because if I have to adapt the border parts of it slightly, I don't know. We'll see.
Here's my fabric skills again.
You mean your folding skills, not your fabric skills? Oh, okay.
That will have to do for now.
I'm very grateful for your help, Lauren. I really am. Thank you. Okay, so that is my 16th whip. I'm also going to be putting them back because, so sorry if you see the back of my head more than you see the front. My next one, this one is a project bag from Not Enough Whip Bags. So we got this one from a retreat. It's quite a big size one. So.
I think it was in the sale box, wasn't it?
I think it was, yeah. It's got little, I like this charm as well. Two little snowmen. So, yeah, this one is holding a project which is called Gingerbread Salt Box from Pinker and Pumpkin Blogspot. So this is a freebie chart. It has loads of salt boxes and loads of freebies. I have mentioned her before. Go on over and check it out because there is absolutely tons of freebies on her page. It is being done on a 14 count Ada called Warm Grey, and I'm using CXC threads, but all the DMC colours required. And I started this on the 29th of December 2023. I do believe that I worked on it.
These are quite cute.
They are cute. There's loads of them. I worked on it once, so I've done. So that's 2 stitching sessions. I've worked on that since I started. So, but yeah, they are super cute. There's loads of them. I think last year, Michelle from Mama Loves You GB was doing a stitch along with these, where I think she was doing 6 of them in the year or something. I remember rightly. Oh, she managed to do that one perfectly.
Because that was a small one. I can't do that big one.
So that's that one. My next one is also in a project bag from Not Enough Whip Bags, but this one is a vinyl fronted project bag. Which I also...
You added this little pom-pom on as well.
Oh yeah, I did. This one has got my Kringles, so this is just a photocopy of the front sheet. So this one's got my Kringles in it, which is by Little House Needleworks. This one I think is just being done on a 14 count white Ada. And I started this one last year, so the 5th of July 2024. I'm just using all DMC colours, so I'm not using any fancy flosses or anything like that. I'm just using DMC colours in CXC threads. So I started in the middle point because all the parts of the chart sort of, the middle part is like on 4 different pages or something, so I just wanted to do that bit to get it done. But yeah, I actually like that. I think I worked a lot on that in I think that was my Jolly July.
Yeah.
Christmas in July.
I don't know if you could see the sparkly gold threads in the block.
What is it that I used for that? Because I don't think
I think it is showing.
Oh, I used Au Vera Soir, that's what it's called for. So that one is has it got a number on it? 128, Au Vera Soir 128. That's what I used for the middle.
Folded that one as well.
Well done you. So yeah, hopefully I'll get back to that one again because I like that one. But yeah, I pretty much use that for the whole of my festive Fridays in Jolly July, or Christmas in July. Put all my paperwork back, else we'll be in a bit of a mess going on here.
Very organised.
Well, I do sort of have to be, I'm afraid.
Better than me.
Right, this one is in a project bag that I made myself. So this is the Nutcracker. It's like an envelope style bag, so that's the inside, and it's got poppers on these ones. And this one is holding Santa's clothes. I'll take out of the bag by Raise the Reef. I'm using that, and this I got as a with the pattern and all the buttons that you need for it. So they're all the buttons. So I got all that from, and one of the threads, which I think is a Week's Dye Works Blue Bonnet. I'm pretty certain that's what it is. Yeah, from Chris at the Nimble Thimble. So I got that as a full set. So that's my...
You know, I've just remembered, have you shown your witch's clothes in the Halloween one we did?
No, because I haven't started it.
Oh, I thought you did.
No, I've purchased it, but I haven't started it, so no.
You've got dangling threads again.
Okay. So this, like I said, is Santa's Clothes from Raise the Reef. It is being done on a 16 count white opalescent Ada. And I'm using all the DMC alternatives. So the only fancy floss I'm using is what was put in the pack from Chris at the Nimble Thimble, which is a Week's Dye Works Blue Bonnet, which is in the...
washing line.
I think it's in the...
Is it the washing line?
No, I think it's in the writing.
Oh.
I'm pretty certain that's what I was
Because there is a blue in the washing line.
Yeah, I know. don't think it was that. I haven't stitched on it for a while. So anyway, that one was started on the 29th of December 2022.
You did the back stitch in the hat and the
Yeah, I am doing the back stitch as I go along on the items. So I've got as far as the end of one of the. So I've got that far of the washing line, and I've come down to do this here. So then I'll probably go across. I might do, unless I do this side, I might do this side and then come across that way. So yes.
You're going to have to fold this one.
Okay.
I'm struggling here.
Not a problem. That one. Next one is being housed in a random laptop bag.
I think we got this from the range.
We did. This was when I first started doing things, so it's like a moon phase type thing, which there's no reason why this should be in this anymore because I have plenty of Christmas project bags. So, but this one is holding Story Time with Santa from Cottage Garden Samplings. I do really like this one. I enjoy working on this one when I actually get a chance to. So this one is being worked on a 14 count grey Ada, and I'm using all the DMC alternatives, so there's no fancy.
You did get quite far with this one actually.
There's no fancy flosses or anything in this one. I started it on the 5th of December 2022 and I worked on it just once last year.
You've got a huge beard. Look at that beard.
I do like this one. So it's starting to come just above, at the top here is like the windows of the first house.
Also,
or it looks like a school maybe.
This needle minder reminds me of like the Chris Dunn patterns, is that what they're called?
The full coverage.
Yeah, it reminds me of that, but it's not from there, is it?
No. But no, I do like that one. So that is another one that needs a bit more love in this. I say that, but with my job at the moment, I'm getting home at night and I'm absolutely shattered. Okay, this one I know I definitely didn't work on last year. This is one of my first project bags that I had. And this is from Tracy Designs on Facebook, definitely. And I purchased this bag because the chart that's in it, or I'd started doing some I think it's called Stitching Book Club, which you basically can read the book. You get a chart, they'll give you a chart, and then you can read the book, and then every so often during the time before the next release comes out, you get to talk about the book. So it's like reading and stitching the project at the same time. I've done a couple of them, but I haven't done any for quite a while. There is some going on, but this one I have is the...
My needles just fell on the floor.
Okay. Chronicles of Narnia, so it's the Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. This is what it's going to look like when it's completely finished.
Don't mind me.
And yeah, it's by the Stitching Book Club. It's being done on a 14 count white opalescent Ada, and I'm using all the called for DMC threads.
I'm gonna have to clip this one.
I started this on the 31st of March 2022. And
here it is.
I didn't work on it at all last year. I worked on it once in 2023 and then twice in 2022. So it's had 3 stitchy sessions on that.
You put the names in though.
I've done the red one. Yeah, there was quite a bit of backstitch. So now I'm probably going to move up to the title section and then come down to the picture. bit afterwards. So
If you
this
look at
one
it-
shouldn't be too difficult.
Yeah,
really.
if you look at it in sections, they don't look too big. Really.
No, it's not that, and I do like how it's come out. There's a fair bit of back
Like,
stitch really.
even
But
if you did like the bottom bit of just like a pillow, you could just pick out.
yeah, you
stuff.
could. Yeah, you could just do that bottom section as a pillow. But I love the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. It's like one of my favourite films. So yeah, that is that one. If you are interested, the information is Stitching Book Club on Instagram and Facebook, where they've got their book discussions. But I think it's an Etsy store. But if you follow them on their Instagram or Facebook, you'll see when the next one is coming up. I know there was quite a gap for a while because I think she was not very well, so there was a gap in between. But I've done one which was Little Women. I think I've done a Pride and Prejudice one. I think they have like Dracula and Frankenstein and stuff like that, so they're still there to purchase, but obviously the book discussion side of it is not going on. So okay, and that is it for my Christmas. See, I haven't got that many.
No.
For my Christmas and winter themed ones, so I have more in my next one, so just bear with me a minute.
This feels empty.
That's because I've got the box over here, that's why.
Yeah, so I've had to put fudge and rip it all the way at the back.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, please don't spill your Coke.
We're going to. Right. Like I said to you in the last one, none of these are in chronological order. I've not done that this time. I'm just pulling them out and putting them back in as I go.
Jam-packed in that box.
Okay, so this one is a full coverage piece by Anchor, which is called African Sunset. Yeah, African Sunset. That's what it's going to look like. I have a little bit of problems with this, just because it's on paper pattern. I have reached out actually to Anchor, and they did send me the PDF of the 4 pages that it's on, but I cannot get it into Pattern Keeper, or I think I tried Markup XP at one point and I can't get it into that either. Pattern Keeper won't even have it in each page. It just distorts like some of the symbols and things, so I can't. So I'm struggling a little bit with this. Don't work on it as much as I should, but do plug away at it a little bit. So let's see how we go. I could just to take the photo of it on the phone, which is what I do with some of my other projects, and just mark it off, but it would be so much easier to be able to see this, you know, as full coverage people. I'm not a full coverage person, so it's a bit more trickier for me, but there we go. It is also, it's being done on an 18 count white Ada, so, and I don't really stitch on 18 count, so the holes are a little bit smaller for me, but it was what came in the kit, so, and as well as all the anchor threads that are included for it. So this is where I am up to. I started it on the 23rd of January 2023, so that is the bottom of the giraffe's leg, and going into the top of the first elephant is on that page.
There is fabric comes out, by the way. I've just folded it over so it's easier.
And I did work on it 3 times last year, so it's probably because it would have come up on my wheel rotation. So I have worked on it a bit, but yeah, it's a bit more of a struggle for me. I would prefer it if it was on Pattern Keeper, but I just can't. I can't seem to do it. So if anybody's got any tips for me, I have tried like I said, the PDF. I've tried doing it in 1 page at a time. I've tried doing it in 4 because of the way that it got sent to me as well. They're not necessarily in like chronological order, so Pattern Keeper and Markup XP were having a field day with that. And to be honest, sometimes I just can't be bothered to spend hours trying to figure out something when I could be stitching on it, because then I get bored of waiting and I just don't want to do it. So yeah, if you've got any hints or tips for me, I'd really appreciate it, because then I would probably work on it more, because I do like it. So next one, this one is a soda stitch piece. This is Birth Flower of April, the girl one. So I started this one on my birthday last year in April. I really like the cute little bunny slippers.
Oh no, the slippers are my favourite part.
I'm working on this as part of the sal that we're doing, which is the hashtag gnomes everywhere sal. But I haven't worked on it since August. So it's being done on a 14 count Ada, which I coffee dyed myself, using all the called for threads. I started it on the 22nd of April 2024, and like I said, I stitched on it 3 times, so this is where we are at. So there'll be no before picture for this one, because obviously I started it last year, so after last year's work parade. And that needle minder, I think, is from Michelle at Stitchmania Stash, I believe.
Very cute.
It is very cute. Again, need to get back to it, but
yeah,
need to get back to a lot of things. This is another one that is driving me insane at how slow I'm being with it. And they're bringing out another series, I believe, this year, the Wood series. But this is the Cottage Garden Samplings Year in the Woods. And yes, I am still working on the first one, which is the fox. So this one was a stitch along, started in 2022. It's in a bag that is from Tracy Designs, and this one is being done on a 14 count Ada, which is called Virgo from Sparkly. So if you are a returning subscriber, you will know that I am doing the 3 seasonal ones on one piece. So this one will have the reindeer, the foxes in the middle, and then it will have the swans on there. So I've actually finished the fox now.
Yeah.
And I have started, I think, doing a couple of the snowflakes. So that is what I've got. I've got the cabin to do, the trees and the snowflakes.
But at least the fox is done.
But the fox is done. These are a lot more stitching than you actually think they're going to be honest. I'm not saying that I don't enjoy it, because I do enjoy it, but they are a lot more stitching than I thought they were going to be.
Well.
I would never have been able to keep up with this as a stitch along and do one a month. There is no way. I mean, I might have done if I did it monogamously, but I'm still not even sure I would, to be honest, because I don't stitch for long periods of time a day to do it. And I don't think I'm a very fast stitcher either, so probably that. But yeah, I started that one on the 27th of December 2022, and I did work on it 5 times last year, so it got a fair bit of stitching on it last year. I think it's one of those that I want to work on that one and do it. So.
Are you going to do the swans next?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I might do, but then I quite like the reindeer. But
yeah, I prefer the reindeer.
I don't know. We'll see what falls to me at the time. Right, next one is being housed in another Not Enough Whip bags. Gnome, gonk, bees. I got this from a retreat as well. We went to.
And it comes with a little thread pouch.
It does. She actually has not got anything on her Etsy site either at the moment, because I keep looking to see whether she's opened it up again. This one is housing another Soda Stitch gnome pattern, which is the Gnome of Oz.
I only got one gnome on the go. You've got like...
Got three, I think. So this one is being done on a Coffee Craft Fabrics 14 count Ada, which obviously is, like I've said before, none of them have a name to them. So, and I'm using all the called for DMC colours, but CXC threads. So, so this one was started on the 1st of January 2024. So this would have been my new year, new start for 2024. And I do think I worked on it last year. I think I worked on the Tin Man. Yeah, quite a bit actually. 8 stitching sessions I got on it, but then I didn't work on it in 2023. No, because I started it last year. So that's why I didn't work on it in 2023.
Ridiculous. Oh, did you work on it in 2022
No,
as well?
I don't think I did.
That's
no.
strange.
How strange.
Yeah, very strange.
I got a lot done last year. So also you won't get a before picture because obviously I didn't start it.
Yes. Enough now.
Okay.
You need to do some more on the yellow brick road with the Tin
I
Man.
haven't finished the Tin Man yet, but that is my purpose. I will do the Tin Man and then the yellow brick road and then I'll move on.
It looks like you
Oh,
finished
the
the
yellow
Tin
brick
Man,
road.
though.
I haven't though.
Okay.
Okay, next one. Well, this one's just a... This one's actually apparently a pencil case from Home Bargains. Now, my pencil cases were never this big when I went to school. That is a big pencil case. So these are about 70p from Home Bargains. So we got a few. I could
fit my tablet in there with everything else.
You could. Okay, so this is Hello Petal from Caterpillar Cross Stitch. That is what it will look like when it's finished.
Oh, I do like the needle minder on this one.
And that is from Caterpillar Cross Stitch. So this is on a 14 count white Ada using all the called for DMC threads. I started this on 31st of March 2022 and it got 1 stitchy session last year. Since the last time you've seen it.
Have you finished the summer tree?
Yes, but that is not fully finished either. And I also do have in my stash Hello Dear and Hello Pumpkin. But I haven't started those yet, so they are not whips.
And here's the needle minder, little chick. With the very colourful eggs.
Yeah, so I've done all the bottom part of it. I'm just moving up in the leaves and things. So hopefully get some more done on that this time as well. Okay, next one is, sorry for the noise, Henry the 8th by DMC. This one I got as a kit with everything in it. So this is on a 16 count antique white Ada using all the called for DMC threads. So it's literally using everything included in the kit. I started this on the 2nd of January 2023. So this was potentially a new year, new start for me in 2023. And I did not work on it at all last year. So I've had two stitching sessions in 2023 on this, and I've not worked on it since. So this is something that does need to come out and have a bit more. So that is a start in the middle, so that is in the bottom half. So this part here of Henry.
And your needle minder says, I don't need therapy, I just need more floss.
Yeah, I do.
Even though you've got loads and loads of floss, but you know.
Well, I'm also going to be getting some more, spoiler alert, because I've joined Rachael, Talking Dog Stitchers, Floss
When's it
Club.
coming?
It's been dispatched.
Ooh.
So they're
Exciting.
fancy flossers that are going to be coming. So I've joined a thread club, so you will be able to see
You've joined
those.
2, haven't you?
Yeah. But in fairness, I don't really have enough fancy floss. I was never going to get into fancy floss, but
I've started growing my collection from when we go to retreats, haven't I? Been like buying quite a few.
But to be fair, like Weeks Dye Works and Gentle
They're
Art.
cheap, aren't they?
Well, they are relatively. I mean, I don't buy DMC threads anymore if I can help it. I just get CXC ones. But unless you buy them online, the price of DMC threads are going through the roof. So they're not that much more expensive.
I think Cottage Gardens?
Yeah, they are more expensive, but I think there's more on them.
Yeah.
So anyway, my next one is this one, which again I haven't worked on for a while, but this is a kit called Ironbridge Montage. So this is, I picked this up when we were going around a craft centre in Ironbridge, which is Ironbridge in Telford. So the famous Iron Bridge that Thomas Telford built. It was as a kit, I think. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was just the chop. But apparently the lady no longer designs anymore. So you can't get this pattern anymore. But it's from a company called Turncraft's Original Needlework Designs. And this is a pattern from 2009. But it shows all the
not famous,
like
but
landmarks, I suppose, like interesting points of Ironbridge, if you like. There is something that is no longer there anymore because they've got knocked down a few years ago now. So the power station that was like that you could see them as you were driving through, so that has obviously been gone. But this is the Ironbridge.
This is outside a shop, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the famous.
I thought it was bigger than this.
No, it's not huge. And also the pattern was really good because the designer actually put information about each of the pieces, landmark pieces on there. Yeah. So you could find out all the information about them. So I am doing it on a 14 count white Ada using DMC called for threads, apart from the fact that I've changed a couple of the DMCs to anchor, but they're the alternative, so they are the correct colour, they're just in anchor threads.
So you started with the house?
Yeah, I started in the middle. So the 22nd of January 2022 I started this one. I don't actually think I've got the information on.
I don't think I've seen this house before.
I don't think I've got the information on it. No. Otherwise I could have told you, which I might.
Story time.
Well, I can't because I haven't got it.
You made this needle-minder as well, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I did make it. I've just got a picture.
Got the bridge on it.
So yeah,
you can't see.
I worked on it. Oh no, I didn't work on it at all. This is how bad it is. I didn't even have a 2024 part of this. So that does need to come out because I actually don't. It's not a huge thing. It says the design area is about 8 inches square on a 14 count.
I thought it was going to be bigger.
It's not massive. It has got quite a lot of back stitch in it though. That is so I'm trying to do that a little bit as we go. But again, I do like that one, so I need to try and pick that out. If I can remember the next time I do it, I will get the information sheet, photocopy it, and then I can just, as I'm working on the parts on my regular floss tubes, I can explain to you then what each part is.
Positive thinking.
If you have any interest whatsoever about that, but
then story time.
Story time with Kayla.
Yeah.
But so I'm not. It probably isn't going to come out that much, to be fair. Let's be real. But okay, next one. This is another one that is taking far too long, but hey. This is a Bothy Threads kit, which I was given, well, actually, my husband was given it by somebody that he was working for who wanted to start doing cross stitch a few years back. This was picked this chart and then realised that it was probably a little bit too much for her.
For a first time cross stitch.
Yeah, and so she gave it, I did start it. I started it as an anniversary piece that I was going to work on for, so I was going to add in my husband's and I's anniversary, wedding anniversary. So this is Love Tree by Bothy Threads. And considering this one has got everything that not many new people would start with, so the whole tree is in a metallic thread. You have sequins, you have beads, you have an awful lot of backstitch. And
French knots, is there?
I don't, no, it's just full cross stitches and backstitch. But yeah, there is sequins, beads to go on it. So yeah, that came my way and I am doing it. So I started it in 2021. But I am using everything that is included in the kit. So the Ada, the threads and everything, which is a 14 count white Ada. Again, that was, it was worked on once last year in August. So I'm hoping to, so I've nearly done half of the actual, that one side there is complete apart from beads and sequins. This side here is near, I think the actual stitching is done. I've now just got to go back and do all the back stitch on that. And then the bottom page is pretty much the tree trunk. I've done quite a lot of the actual tree. So I'll be coming down to the tree trunk and then the flowers on the bottom. So again, I don't think it would take me a huge amount of time. The back stitch on this isn't massive, to be honest. But there's just lots of little
fiddly bits.
Parts of it. So I have to be in a back stitch thing. I never actually had an issue really with the metallic on the tree either, because it's only one thread of it. So
one strand.
Yeah. So it wasn't that bad really. Although I think that was probably my first thing into using metallic threads. So
that was your first Bothy Threads, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is Love Tree. So next one is polite. This one's a joke. This really is a joke.
Got rid of mine.
And I haven't decided whether
I got rid of that one.
I'm UFOing it or I'm carrying on with it, which is why it's still here, to be honest. It's absolutely ridiculous, right? When you look at this, you're going to be like, what on earth are you doing? Because it is so small. It's so tiny. It is ridiculous. Just get it done, right? This is what I'm gonna show you.
Please get it done. It's like
it's absolutely stupid,
it's
right?
It's so diddy.
But it's irritating me.
I can tell.
Because there's a lot of like stupid French knots. Okay, that's where I'm gonna go with it.
Half stitch.
Okay, this is it. This is the chart, so I'm gonna have to pull it back. So it's here. It was a piece that I did for like, I've got like a pack with patriotic stuff. So it was obviously this one was for the Queen's Platinum Jubilee, which was in 2022. So I was doing quite a few sort of patriotic type thing, which I've got a couple of other charts in here, which I still am going to do them because they're still part of history. So I'm still going to do them. And this is a blood joke. Okay, so the French knots, right, are in. She's got a tiny little necklace. So, right, it's 4 French knots, okay, 4. And then she's got 5 French knots for buttons on her coat. That is it. Oh no, 2 for her earrings. But it's driving me insane. I haven't done them because it's annoying me. And there's a lot of half... I mean, it's just stupid. Let's not even go. Just show it so we can move on, because
do it.
It's irritating me looking at how stupid it is.
It's irritating me that you haven't finished it. After you've done the queen,
it's pathetic.
After you've done the queen, the flag is not even anything in
Why
there.
haven't you had a go at me before
and
now?
The corgi is just one French knot in the nose.
Why haven't you had a go at me?
Well, maybe I will in the future.
Why haven't you said, for God's sake, Mum, get that?
Because you'll probably say, I don't want to work on that anyway, so you'll just not listen.
No, I am going to do it now because this is stupid. Have I done the back stitch in a handbag?
No, you haven't even done... No, you haven't.
Right. I need you all to say...
What's that little thing? Because you've done like 3 random stitches for that, and that don't look like that to me.
They're half stitches.
Okay.
So, again, there's no back stitch in it, but does it look like a handkerchief to you?
No, because you've just done 3 random stitches. Silly woman.
It's actually 4.
No,
but they're half
3
stitches.
There's 3. There's 2.5.
Anyway, I really need you all to just say to me, get that Queen Elizabeth piece done. Because in all honesty...
Flood the comments.
Right, I could probably get this finished in 2, like, stitchy sessions, realistically.
Flood the comments.
And then I can move on to another patriotic one. Well, that is flipping ridiculous. 2023 I started that. It's on a 14 count white Ada. It is called Queen and Corgi Jubilee from Pop Stitch Club on Etsy. And I just have stitched it from threads that I've got in my stash. And I literally did not touch it last year at all. So, yeah. Tell me off, people. Shout at me.
I know what's taking you so long, to be honest. You haven't put this away.
No, I know I haven't. God.
Lots of crinkles.
That is pathetic. Okay. Let's put that away very quickly. Next one. Okay, this one is a Peter Rabbit from the... I don't know how you pronounce it. Hatchet, I don't know, subscription. So it's Peter Rabbit subscription magazine. Again, I have not picked this one up for ages. One, I think it's because of the Ada. 2, I'm now second guessing myself whether I want to... So this is the series. So I'm still collecting it all. So the whole thing will have... So this is a spring sampler, which is what starts... There's a summer, autumn and winter sampler. So the whole thing, that's what it's going to do. Which is being housed in this lovely Peter Rabbit bag.
This is very stiff.
Yes, this is my issue. Now, I started this, okay, it's on a 14 count white Ada, which came with the subscription. And so have the threads. But the fabric is getting on my nerves, how stiff it is. I obviously used it at one point in a hoop. And now I'm second guessing whether I want to do it as the spring sampler or whether I want to do each individual part as little pillows to display for the season as like a Peter Rabbit thing. And in which case, do I just finish Peter Rabbit on this one and then use different fabric to finish it? Or do I just UFO this and start on nicer fabric?
If you did the whole Peter Rabbit, then probably not UFO it, but you haven't done...
And I know what some people are going to say, you can soften up the fabric, but I've never been able to do that very well. I have tried a few times, but it's really stiff and I'm not really enjoying it, if I'm being truthful. And yet I do like Peter Rabbit, and that's the reason why I'm carrying on with the subscription. So, I don't know. I really am thinking I'm more likely to do each small one on as pillows. So they might be a new start. But I started that on the 13th of May 2024. And I've stitched on them 3 times so far. So that's where that one is at. I'm not 100% certain how I'm going to go with that. But I'm going to try and get it out and go. I think they're on the summer sampler and stuff now, so way behind anyway, but you know me, I never stick to anything, as you'll see shortly. Right, next one. This one is in a bag from
Turtle Bay Stitches.
Doesn't say on a thing anymore, it just says bespoke. From Sophie from Turtle Bay Stitches. So this is Pig's, got this from a retreat, and it is holding my Piggin cross stitch.
Which apparently reminds Mum of us too. Remember you said that?
You were at the back giving me grief.
No.
You were at the back giving me grief. As you do all the time.
You're
Bringing me a cup of tea, look.
You're on the phone to Nan.
No, it's me stitching and you're bringing me a cup of tea but giving me the eye, which is what you do all the time when you say, would you like a drink, Mum? And I say yes, and then you go, oh, I knew you would.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing.
No, I'm not on the phone.
So
That's
anyway.
you on the phone to Nan.
This was using
Rambling.
everything included in the kit. It's called Piggin Cross Stitch from Collectible World Studios, and it's being done on a 16 count white Ada with, like I said, all the threads and everything are included in the kit.
Oh my word.
I started this, so this was a birthday start for me in 2023, so this was started on the 22nd of April 2023, and
isn't this needle minder called Pigs Under Blanket?
yeah. And I worked on it once last year, so it did get a little bit of, you will see some difference from last Whip Parade.
A green sofa.
Well, it is an old pattern, so, you know, tastes have changed.
Are you doing that at the bottom?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because we don't have that. I don't bring the whole kettle up to you.
You mean
The teapot, yeah.
It's a good job you don't bring the kettle up to me. Here's the kettle.
We don't have a teapot.
Milk and sugar, dear.
So, yeah.
Yeah, but that definitely looks like your face.
No, it doesn't. That is your face, but swapped with that one, basically.
Okay. Right, next one is a no-show because I've not done anything on that. This one is a bag that was given to us, which you can't really see it, but I'll take that one. There you go. It was given to us from Maggie, homemade on the ridge. And it is holding my stitching shelves, which I bought when the designer Galliana cross stitch was still selling her patterns. They are now, I've explained this many times before, and there is a clickable link in the description box below. Her patterns have been bought and are being sold by Historische Stickmuster, which I believe is the company. I think some of the patterns you can actually buy in kits form as well. So yeah, I am stitching this on a 14 count Ada, like a cream, and I'm just using a variegated thread, so it's using DMC 4215, which is like this. So it is a variegated blues and purples.
Pink.
The bag is from justcrossingstitches.com, which I believe is an American company, but there is a link to that down below as well, if you want to. So I started this on the 7th of April 2024, and I have worked on it three times last year. So I do like those ones, especially as I can just stitch them without really having to think too much about changing. Sorry, I've just found a pattern that needs to go back before I lose it. yeah, don't have to think too much about what you're stitching. So that one you'll probably see more of. Next one, you've seen this one recently if you're a return view. So this is in a bag that we got gifted to us. So it's a honeycomb and bee. So this is the summer pillow from Flossabilities. So this one is what it will look like when it's finished. I started this in 2024, so there'll be no previous picture to that. It is being done on a 14 count blue opalescent Ada using DMC 4200, which is like that, oranges and reds, and this is what it looks like. So this was started on the 23rd of June 2024, and so far I've only worked on it 3 times, which I generally tend to get a block done at a time.
Yep.
So this one will come out a little bit more.
I'm hoping mine will as well. I've got this on the go.
Yeah. I mean, have you done 1 or 2 blocks? 2?
I've done the sunshine
snorkels
and
and
the
stuff,
snorkel.
yeah.
So you're 1 block ahead of me.
You've got less whips than me.
I have to be
So
fair.
you've got more chance
That's
of
how I
working
wanna
on
keep
it than
it.
I have.
I want to have more whips than you.
Okay. Next one. So this one is in a bag which we got from a retreat. So this one is by Sami at Little Loops. She made this bag. And it is holding my turtle silhouette from Artisy, which I just love. This completely fell in love with it when I saw this pattern. So, and I love the colours. All the colours are just super cute. So this is being stitched on a 16 count white Ada. Using all the called for DMC colours but just CXC threads. It was started on the 24th of August 2024. She's not doing her job now, is she? And this is where I'm up to. So this has had 2 stitching sessions so far on it. So again, I start in the middle. So that's where I'm at. And the needle minder there is from Pain Free Crafts, which I got at the big stitch. So that is where I'm at. So again, you won't see a previous picture of that one.
You need like a turtle bag now.
Yeah.
That'd be perfect.
I'm probably ought to do that many turtle designs, aren't I? Okay, next one. We're nearly getting there, people. I've got a couple more on the floor down here, but the next one is the Wizard of Oz tree, which again generally is part of the 3 Cheers for Trade tiers sale, because it is a trade tier. So I'm working on this one. It is from Tiny Modernist. It is on a 14 count Rustico Ada, which is a fabric flare Rustico, and it's using all the called for DMC threads. I started this
cute.
on the 11th of January 2023. And I stitched on it 5 times last year.
Whenever I see this, it makes me want to watch the film.
I have stitched on it already this year, but I can tell you what I did this year. So the monkey I did, and I think a little bit of the tier.
And the needle minder.
I haven't done any of the back stitch yet, but there's not loads of it, so I'll probably just wait and do that at the end. So I've got to go up. Next I'll be going up to the hot air balloon, which is as high as it goes, and then there's one more tier at the bottom before there's the Emerald City and the
These ones are a lot
Witch's
bigger
legs.
than the Arena's.
Oh yeah, they are. So yeah, that is that one. Now the others are ones that are in my rotation generally. So they're ones on the floor.
They're not always kept on the floor, but
No, not always kept on the
you
floor.
don't just dump them on the floor.
Okay, this one is a stitch along that is currently going on from the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery, a mystery stitch along. I am behind. There is no way I'm going to get caught up. So for me, it is no longer a stitch along. It is just a stitch when I like. So this is currently where they're up to, but I believe around the 9th, 10th, 11th type of thing of February, the next part will be out. So this is
nearly
where
done. The sale's nearly done.
This is where they currently are at.
I was hoping that they'd bring out a polar bear, and they have.
And I am still up here. So I haven't done any of this. I haven't done this border down the side, and I haven't done these two.
I still want them to bring out penguins, but I don't think they will now.
I'm not sure. So this is being done on a Coffee Craft Fabrics 14 count Ada using the DMC colours in CXC threads. Excuse me. Again, like I said, tired all the time. I have stitched on this once this year, a little bit already, but that is just some of the white up the top. Other than that, I sort of got out of it about November because I hadn't finished this bit across the top is quite a lot. There's another cabin which obviously I've started here. There's some blues, the water, there's quite a bit in it, and I think that's where I sort of got behind and I never really managed to pick it back up. So, but I am still going on with it. It's just not going to get finished as the stitch along, which is fine.
Hopefully this year though it'll be finished.
Yeah, I'm going to try and keep plugging away on it. It's just that I don't have an incentive now to get each part done, and that's what my issue is. But it's fine.
I wouldn't be able to keep up with it anyway.
It's fine. It's going to get... I'm still going to keep working on it, so...
Also, you changed the reindeers.
I did changed it from carabao to reindeer. But then sometimes I second guess myself whether I should take that back out and just do it as the called
I think
for.
it looks good.
Because that's what it was done as. So. I don't know, but this is in a bag from Turtle Bay Stitches from Sophie. She made this for me. I asked her if she'd got any fabric when the sale was coming out, and she made... She'd sent me about 3 or 4 different ones to choose from, pictures of them, and I chose this one. So that is where I am on that one. The next one I'm doing is my Winnie the Pooh, which is I'm doing on Winnie the Pooh Wednesdays with Danielle, who is the Cardiff Stitcher. I do believe Rachael, Talking Dog Stitcher, was doing her oldest project, which I think she's nearly finished on. And I know Danielle has just finished her project and is starting another one. So, but mine is Pooh Sticks from Designer Stitches. So this is a print of the original. So that's what it's going to look like. And I started this on the 30th of March 2024. And I'm using everything included in the kit. So it's a 14 count Ada. Using everything included in the kit. I don't have a massive amount left to do on this and I've also been doing the back stitch as I go. So yeah, hopefully this will be a finish soon. So I've done all the back stitch up to, I think here is where the leaves start coming in, and then I'll be coming up here to the trees and things, which is a fair amount of back stitch. But It's not massive. Like I said, they're all backstitched up to that point. So yeah, I'm really liking that one. So
It has come on a lot since you...
well, it has. It's surprising. I just working on it for a couple of
Weekly.
hours a week. You can make some decent progress. So it's not like it's a monogamous thing, but it is a...
That is a very large stick that he's got in his hand there.
It is.
Jeez. I don't find ones like that when we go to our thing.
And this is a bag from Andrea, who is the Stitchy Science Technician on Instagram and Owen's Bags and Things at Retreats. As far as I'm aware, she does not have a site, although I'm not sure if you can reach out to her and ask her to make you a bag. I'm not sure. I haven't tried that one, so I don't know. That's that one. The next one is another tier that me and Lauren started, which is the 3 Cheers for Trade tiers. So we are doing Erin Elizabeth designs. However, like I've just said, the Wizard of Oz tree is part of that because it is a
and your
tier.
Other one that you showed
My
in the
Edgar
last
Allan Poe tree is also a tier, so it's open to any tiered.
tiers.
So yeah, the one I'm doing is the nautical tier at the moment. This is what it will look like when it is finished. And I am doing this on a 14 count Ada called Eclipse from Sparklies. I am using all the called for DMC threads. I started this on the 26th of August 2024. And so far it has had 4 stitchy sessions on that. So again, not a massive amount left to do on it. I've got the sandcastle and the seagull, and then it's the bottom of the tray, which has got a couple of starfish and, like I said, the bottom part of the tray. So not massive amounts. I've also been doing the little bit of backstitch as and when.
I'm gonna hopefully finish mine this
You're
year.
doing really well on yours.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna do my dog tier after that one. But I explain that in my video.
You did. I'm not sure which one I'm doing yet. I've got a few now. So
my one just seems bigger than yours randomly. Like, I think it is a little bit bigger.
I don't know. I think they're all the same size, those tiers.
Are they?
Right. This one is my Bossy Threads Christmas Donkey, and I am literally pretty much done with it, but it's still a whip and it's still coming through, so you will see it. So this is from Arundel Designs. I am using everything included in the kit, and hopefully the next time you see this on our regular Flosstube, it will be a finish, because I'm that close to finishing it. So I started this on the 13th of February 2022. So it's nearly coming up to its 3-year anniversary. But I've nearly finished it. So you see where this is here, this bottom line here is the bottom. I literally have one colour left to do, which is a fill-in of these parts here.
So close.
So one more session of this and I will be done. And they are one thread.
We think that you started it a little bit downwards, don't we?
Yeah,
Because of the speckles are all the way at the top here.
And I'm not sure how I did that, because the middle point is the middle point on the pattern. So I don't know how I did that. But
you was doing the back stitch as you go, aren't you? Or did you not?
No,
I
have done the back stitches ago. But I love these designs. Like, I really do love them. I've got another one in as a kit, which is Age is Irrelevant, which is the elephant. And I've also got a couple of quite a few actually. Ones that have been gifted to us, which is the pattern and leftover threads. And I also managed to purchase some of the speckled fabric from Facebook or Etsy or something. So I've got some of the fabric, so I've got enough to do like 3 or 4 projects. So,
and spoiler alert, I just started another Boffy Threads, didn't I?
She did. So you'll see that in our regular Flosstube as well.
Yeah.
Okay,
Lots of bottle threads.
On my last whip to show you.
Not done too bad, actually. I thought it was going to be like an hour and a half.
I've got no idea how many there is, but for you, you will know because it's coming up on the bottom of the screen, the numbers and the name of the project and the designer.
Lots of editing.
This one is probably my biggest project now, I would say, which is the Quaker Tiles Union Jack flag by Vivsters.
It's a literal blanket.
Yeah.
We're struggling here.
So this one is 410 stitches by 210 stitches. So I would say it is my biggest project. I've also now decided to do this as like a daily 100 project. So I try and get in 100 stitches a day on this project now, so that it isn't left indefinitely.
You hold up that side.
So it's being done on a 14 count cream aider using the called for DMC colours in CXC threads. So this is where I am. So the three colours, the white doesn't show up massively well on it really, but you can see. I started this on the 22nd of June 2024, and yeah, this is where I am at. So my plan going forward, if I can stick to it, because we all know how bored I get of plans, is to do a minimum of 100 stitches a day on it, so that I can get some progress on it. Because if I can do that, that's like 700 stitches a week. So yeah, also the needle minder was from Cotton and Clay.
Yeah, you're just going to have to fold that. I'm struggling here.
So yeah, hopefully you'll see some more progress on that. Obviously, a lot of the progress recently on this has been done since I've started. So the last week or so, I've gotten probably about 1,000 stitches in that. So, but this is where we are at from our whip parade, because obviously I just have not had chance to do an end of year whip parade like other people get that chance to. I haven't had chance to, so this is where we are at with it. And I made this bag when I was doing the patriotic thing, but it's now holding my flag, so we will see if I manage to stick with my plans on that one. So that is it, everybody. That is the end of my whip parade.
2025 whip parade.
Yeah, end of 2024, 2025, whatever you want to call it, but that is our whip parade. So thank you for spending some time with us. We hope you enjoy what you've seen. Yeah, give me a bit of a talking to about that Queen Elizabeth one, because that's ridiculous. Plans, briefly, like I said, for me, I'm still going to try doing Terrifying Tuesday, Winnie the Pooh Wednesday and Festive Friday using my wheels, spin the wheels that I've got with all my projects on. I've also got a wheel as well for my other projects, so hopefully I can start using that a bit more. The flag, I'm hoping to stick to that 100 daily stitches, although like I said, some days if I don't do it I'll try and do double the next day too. So that's my plan on that. I will still keep doing the tiered tray, try and get some more progress on our gnomes, and obviously plugging away at my Arctic animal. So if anybody has any ideas on that African sunset, how I can possibly try getting it into Pattern Keeper. Like I said, I do have the PDF patterns, so it's a little bit irritating, but they're obviously just not working in Pattern Keeper. So there, what are your plans? You just stitching what you like when you like. That's your motto. You do a rotation though, don't you? Like we said
Yeah.
in Lauren's Whip Parade. So she rotates her bag. She has a bag which you got from
Hazel.
Hazel
gave everyone one,
at
didn't
the
she?
Big Stitch. So that's Lauren's rotation bag. So she'll go through every so often, won't you? And you'll just change the projects up for different ones. So that's your plans.
Yeah.
Okay then, that's it. We are done. Thank you very much for spending time with us. If you are new to our channel and you like what you see, please consider giving us a like and a subscribe. Get ourselves out there a bit more. We really do appreciate it. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you very much for your support since we started the channel, but throughout the last year. Hopefully you will continue to support us through the next year, and we will see you at maybe some retreats or yeah. Thank you very much. We will see you soon. Take care and happy stitching.
Bye.
Bye.